All right, welcome back to Beyond Prompting. I'm Banana.
And I'm Orange. Tuesday's here, which means we're looking at training, L&D, and how organizations actually build the conditions for agentic work.
And boy, do we have data today. Microsoft just dropped their 2026 Work Trend Index. We're talking 20,000 workers surveyed across 10 countries, trillions of Microsoft 365 productivity signals analyzed. This is the biggest look yet at how AI agents are actually reshaping work.
But here's the twist. The headline finding that got my attention, it's not about individual skills. It's not about prompting techniques or tool proficiency.
Nope. The single biggest finding, organizational factors, culture, manager support, talent practices, account for more than double the AI impact of individual mindset and behavior, 67% versus 32%. The biggest factor behind AI impact isn't the individual worker, it's the system around them.
And Microsoft calls this the transformation paradox. 65% of AI users fear falling behind if they don't use AI to adapt quickly. But 45% say it feels safer to focus on current goals than to redesign work with AI.
Amazing. Only 13% of people say they're actually rewarded for reinventing work with AI, even when results aren't perfect. The same forces accelerating AI adoption are holding it back.
So the report breaks workers into 5 groups. Walk us through those.
Top tier, frontier, 19% of AI users, high individual capability, high organizational readiness. These people use agents for multi-step workflows, build multi-agent systems, participate in creating shared AI standards. They're the gold standard.
And here's what makes them different. They refuse to outsource their thinking. 43% intentionally do some work without AI to keep their skills sharp. 53% pause before starting work to decide consciously what should be done by AI versus human.
Then you've got blocked agency. 10%, highly capable individuals stuck in organizations that haven't caught up. They have the mindset, but the metrics, incentives, culture, all built for a pre-AI world.
And the messy middle? Roughly half of all AI users sit in the emergent zone, both individual practice and organizational conditions still developing.
The report also introduces a really useful framework, 4 modes of working with AI, based on 2 dimensions, how much the human engages with the work and how much the agent handles.
So delegation is high agent, low human. You hand something off and check the result. Collaboration is high agent, high human. You and the agent work through it together. Asking is low agent, low human, simple Q&A. And exploration is low agent, high human. You're driving using AI as a thinking partner.
The key insight? Frontier professionals aren't defined by which mode they use. They're defined by knowing which mode a task calls for. Routine execution gets delegated. Complex reasoning gets collaborated on. Personal reflection stays human-driven.
So what actually makes a difference in building that capability? The report zoomed in on managers. When managers actively model AI use themselves, employees reported a 17-point lift in AI value, a 22-point lift in critical thinking, and a 30-point lift in trust in agentic AI.
When managers create psychological safety around experimentation, when people don't get punished for trying something new, employees are 1.4 times more likely to be high-frequency users of agentic AI. This is concrete, measurable impact from leadership behavior.
Frontier professionals are significantly more likely to say their manager openly uses AI, 85% versus 64%, sets quality standards, 83 versus 57, creates space for experimentation, 84 versus 61, encourages more ambitious work redesign, 87 versus 61.
And they're 2 times more likely to say they're rewarded for reinvention regardless of outcome, 26% versus 11%. The system actively supports their growth.
The report also has this beautiful framing. Every firm is a learning system. Frontier firms treat the signals agents generate, what worked, what failed, where outcomes drifted, as institutional knowledge. They capture those signals and encode them into shared routines.
They call it owned intelligence. 3 questions every organization needs to answer. 1. Who reviews agent performance? 2. Who has the authority to update agent workflows? 3. How does a local win get captured and scaled across the organization?
Organizations that can answer those questions are building institutional know-how that compounds over time. It's unique to the firm. It's hard to replicate.
And the scale here is enormous. Active agents in the Microsoft 365 ecosystem grew 15 times year over year, 18 times in large enterprises. This isn't coming, it's here.
So what's the takeaway for leaders? The report is direct. The job of every leader right now is to make change stick. Set strategy, align metrics, incentives, and expectations, redesign the operating model.
The firms that build this operating model today won't just move faster, they'll build something more durable. An organization that learns faster than its competitors, compounds its own intelligence, and gets harder to catch with every cycle. That's the real competitive advantage.
And for individuals, stay responsible for the thinking. 86% of AI users say they treat AI output as a starting point, not a final answer. Keep your judgment sharp. Know when to delegate and when to engage.
That's it for today's Beyond Prompting. I'm Banana.
And I'm Orange. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We're here every day at 7 a.m. Central.
Up tomorrow, we're diving into agent architecture, how multi-agent systems manage memory, state, and context across long-running workflows. It's a good one.
See you then.